What's up, YouTube? Terminator Juice. And if you watched my last video, you could tell I'm making this one right after because I'm still fired up about the idiot haters and stuff I've been seeing the last couple weeks with the Wind Waker HD and now Super Mario 3D World. It's just gotten to a breaking point. These people that just hate on Nintendo or hate on any company because they don't own that system and they don't get to play those games. There's no reason to hate on something. It's just jealousy, it's immature, it's stupid, it's ignorant, and let's just try to be better. I mean, video games are meant to be played and have fun and enjoyed. Some games take a more serious approach, but they're still at the core, they want you to have fun or at least enjoy your time with the game. That's the point. Not made to say, oh, this system's better than that system. You know, that's where all you fanboys come in. I don't know when this started. I'm sure it was back. Actually, I do. It was Super Nintendo Genesis. That's when it all started. I was in middle school. People talking about how Genesis had more realistic graphics because it had games like Beast. Forget what it's even called. They had like an X-Men game that looked kind of realistic. A Jurassic Park game at the time looked kind of realistic. Super Nintendo had Mario Kart, one of the best games of that generation. One of my favorite games of all time. Super Mario World, Star Fox had just amazing games. Super Metroid. I mean, some of the best games ever made. And even back then, people were saying, oh, the Genesis is better. It's got blast processing. It's faster. Mario's slow. Sonic's fast. Look who's still around. Look who's still successful. Nintendo. Sega's still got the Sonic franchise. But that's about it. And they do best on Nintendo systems with their Sonic games. So it all started back then. I've been putting up with this bullshit forever. People, Sega CD came out to go with the Genesis. It was like an adapter, and it played, it had like video in it, like at real video, not like CG or anything, and it was at like 100 by 80 resolution. It was terrible, and these games would be based off this crappy video, and someone said, games will never look any better than this. It's not possible. It's not possible. It looks real life. I mean, that's how stupid people have been for such a long time. You always know that games are going to look better. I'm just saying this to point out ignorance with fanboys and stuff. But what's really got me is with the Wind Waker HD previews and reviews that have been coming out. Game's getting a 90 out of 100 on Metacritic, which is pretty darn good for a remake of a game that, you know, I think it was in the mid-90s originally on the GameCube. So we're getting positive reviews, getting positive previews. People are excited. Fans of that game are really excited for the improvements. The graphics are just a huge improvement. 1080p, 60 frames, new lighting engine, reworked textures, improved controls, off-TV map and menu, off-TV play, Pro Controller support. I mean, they gave you everything you need. Improved music quality. They improved the quality of the track. They didn't make it orchestrated, which would have been, if they did that, I mean, this game would have been definitely 95, 96 out of 100, no doubt about it. But anyway, I'm seeing these comments. These people have nothing better to do, but you got these PC elitists. Oh, the Dolphin emulator makes this game looks better than the Wii U version, and it's free. For those of you who don't know, the Dolphin emulator is like illegal Wii and GameCube games. You can emulate them in like 2K resolution if you have a good enough computer. The GameCube game was 4:3, so everything gets stretched. There's no new lighting. You have to use Xbox controller, which for some people is probably a plus, but you have all the old animations for the Wind Waker, for the hook shot, which in the HD remake they cut those in like to a third, so you're not waiting around. Added the fast sail, added the map on your gamepad, so anyone that played Wind Waker, you had to hit start and like hit the shoulder button, go to the map, hit A to see the map to make sure you're heading in the right direction. It took like 30 plus seconds, and you had to do it constantly because you're always avoiding sharks and ships and other things would draw your attention, and then you get off course. Then you have to set the wind. You had to watch the Wind Waker animation set the wind to the direction so you could get back on course. It was tedious, it was bad, and never liked that aspect. They improved that. They gave you the fast sail where the wind changes. You don't have to change the wind. You can just steer and go where you want. The map's on your screen at all times, so you just look down. Oh, going in the right direction. No pausing. Streamline the game. Everything they did was an improvement. Nothing they did hinders the game at all. And yet some people, like I said, oh, the Dolphin emulator looks better. It's a lie. You look at the Dolphin emulator on YouTube versus the Wind Waker HD with the new lighting, it doesn't look better. And it's stretched. It's not native 16 by 9 or 1080 resolution. So everything's stretched. You get all the old animations. You get the old slow sailing, everything. Nothing's improved. So to say that and then say it's your opinion when it's obviously a lie, you're obviously saying it because you're just trying to downplay the importance of this game for the Wii U and potentially sales of the Wii U. I know a friend of mine, he bought the game. He heard that the Dolphin emulator looked better. So he got worried because he believed it just from reading it. And then I showed him the in 1080 the video of the Dolphin emulator. He's like, that doesn't look even half as good. So to that guy, then the other comments I've seen, oh, the best game on the Wii U is a 10-year-old game. That's sad. People, if the Wind Waker HD was on the PS4 or Xbox One, it would be the best game on those systems too. It's a great game. It's one of the more beloved games now that time's passed and people gotten over their graphical style. It would be the best game on the PS4. Almost guarantee it. I mean, what's going to beat it? Maybe a third-party game? Maybe if you really like shooters, it's not going to be the best game for you, but it would be one of the best games on either of those systems. So get over yourself, get over that. To say that is just absolutely retarded. And just one of the many things people try to say to bash that game. Another idiot tried to say that he didn't want the map on his gamepad because looking down for 3 seconds takes him out of the experience. He would rather hit start, pause the game, and have to go through button presses in a menu for 25, 30 seconds long to keep him in the game versus just looking down while he's sailing. I mean, just making up shit to try to, justify, or not justify, making up shit to try to make people feel bad about something they're excited about. It's just fucking stupid. You're losers. You're trolls. It's just not good for this community. You got nothing better to do than to talk about that. Like I said in my last video, why are you watching a YouTube video for something you don't like? It makes no fucking sense at all. And then get onto the Mario, like I said in my last video. Oh, it's just another Mario game. There's been 3 of them. Nintendo makes so many Mario games. You can't count Mario Kart and Super Mario World in the same category. They're completely different games. Who gives a fuck that Mario's in the title? It doesn't mean they're both Mario games. You can't classify a category of game as Mario game. When people that are true fans say Mario game, they're talking about a 2D or 3D platformer, the main games in the series, for which there have been like 16 or 17 and it was like 27-year span, crossing 12 platforms. It's not that many. And who cares? Like I said, they've been out for 26 years. Of course they're going to have a lot of games in the franchise. How many Halo games do you think there'll be after 30 years after the first one? Probably about 17. At this rate, there'll be 17, 18, 19. And there'll probably be more. There'll probably be spin-offs. There's already Halo Wars. We've already gotten one. If Microsoft and Sony had mascots, you don't think they'd have... You think they would have had a Kinect sports adventure with the Kinect? No, they would have had that mascot in a sports game. Sony, the same thing. PlayStation All-Stars, you don't think they wanted mascots to put in that game? Kratos was really the only one that people even gravitated towards. That game failed because it didn't have mascots. So those of you saying milking out Mario and Sony and Microsoft don't need mascots, they wish they had Mario. I fucking guarantee it. Mario's the most recognizable character in the whole world. If you played that music for anyone under the age of 60, they're probably going to know that it's a Mario game. If you play the do-do-do-do-do-do, most people in the world will know what that means. You don't think Sony and Microsoft would want that? I mean, you guys will stoop to any and every stupid thing other than facts to try to discredit a game and discredit Nintendo. You have no argument, so you just throw out random things and call that an argument. Oh, this is the 1000th Mario game. That's not an argument. If anything, that just says, wow, Mario's been successful. It's been around a long time. That's a good thing. And it's just, I don't understand. You fucking fanboys are pathetic. And that's why I like watching Super Brothers / Drone Crusher, because he calls you guys out on your stupid bullshit. Yeah, he picks on Sony and stuff. He owns a PlayStation 3, which gives him a right to talk about it, unlike you people that don't own a Wii U. You have no right to talk about it. I just like the fact that he calls you fucking fanboys out, and I just love it. So anyway, this video's gone on long enough. Got out of my system, and I feel a lot better. So we'll see you on the next video.